Here's how I set up my budget in under 10 minutes. Yeah, you heard that right. It sounds impossible, but once you know the steps and the tools, it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to share exactly what I do, with no fluff, and give you a system that will keep you on track. I know, because I've been there. I've tried everything from expensive budgeting apps to complex spreadsheets, and this is the simplest and most effective setup I've found. Stay with me because there's one huge mistake people make when budgeting that I'll share later, and it could save you a lot of headaches. First, you want to grab something that works for you, a pen and paper, an app, or a basic spreadsheet. If you've watched other budgeting videos before, they probably suggest a fancy app or a super detailed spreadsheet. But let me be clear, you don't need a high-tech solution to budget well. You need simplicity. I like to keep it simple because the more complicated something is, the harder it is to stick with it. If you're tracking every little coffee or snack, you're going to burn out fast. Once you have your tool, it's time to categorize your expenses. The main categories I focus on are essentials, like rent, utilities, groceries, and then discretionary spending like entertainment or eating out. For the most part, I keep it to three main groups: fixed expenses, variable expenses, and savings. No need to overcomplicate it. For fixed expenses, just list the things you're paying every month. Stuff like your rent or mortgage, insurance, subscriptions, and utilities. These are your baseline. Next, for variable expenses, you want to get a sense of what you're spending on things like food, gas, transportation, and entertainment. It doesn't have to be exact, but a rough estimate is fine. What I like to do here is check my last month's spending habits, look through your bank account or credit card statement, see where the money's going, and give yourself a ballpark figure for what you spent in each area. This step right here is where most people get it wrong. You don't want to guess, you need to know. And the beauty of this system is that once you've done it a couple of months, you'll know exactly where your money's going, and you won't have to guess anymore. Now, we get to the fun part: savings. Don't make the mistake of ignoring this until the end. Right after setting your fixed and variable expenses, you should figure out what you want to save or invest each month. This is crucial because, without a clear savings goal, you're just floating. Put a percentage aside, or a fixed amount, and treat it as a non-negotiable expense, just like rent. Trust me, this mindset will change how you approach budgeting entirely. I've been managing my finances this way for years, and I know it works. Here's where it gets even better. Once you have your categories and goals set, make sure you track your progress regularly. You don't need to do it every day, but at least once a week, sit down for 5 minutes and review where your money went. This keeps you on track and prevents you from overspending. I can't stress this enough. Don't just set it and forget it. Regular reviews make all the difference. But here's the thing most people don't tell you. Stop looking at budgeting as a limiting thing. If you treat it like a game or a challenge, you'll actually enjoy it. Set little goals for yourself. For example, see if you can cut down your food budget by 10% this month, or challenge yourself to save a little more than you did last month. It's not about restricting yourself. It's about gaining control and knowing where every dollar goes. Before I wrap up, there's one critical mistake I want to mention that most people make when they start budgeting. They think they have to be perfect. They go hardcore for a few weeks, then they slip up and get discouraged. Don't make that mistake. It's okay if you go over in one category or miss a week of tracking. What matters is getting back on track and making small, consistent improvements. If you got value from this video, consider subscribing to support content like this. No hidden incentives, no affiliate links, just pure value. And remember, setting up your budget doesn't have to be complicated. Stick to the basics, keep it simple, and you'll be on your way to financial peace of mind.